Good afternoon. Our first item today is Time for Reflection. Our Time for Reflection leader is the Reverend James Faddes, church leader at Bishopbriggs Community Church.
Thank you, Presiding Officer and members of our Scottish Parliament. It's a privilege to be here today. I reflect back 29 years to when I was 17 years old, serving a short-term prison sentence. It was 1991. I made foolish mistakes back then that significantly impacted the course of my future. When a prison chaplain and his volunteers introduced me to Jesus Christ, I found faith. Upon my release, I sadly relapsed into reoffending and substance misuse. A revolving door we're all too well aware of. 18 months later, homeless, isolated, and struggling with mental ill health, I wandered into a local church where I was befriended, mentored, and loved back to life. My confidence restored, I discovered new skills and purpose. I gained meaningful employment. I went back to school and later university. I reconciled with my family and my local community, and here I am today, a husband, a father of 4 amazing children, an ordained minister of a local church, and supporting chaplaincy work in my own local prison, and also addressing you all today. The message: people change. My friend Darren, a former prisoner and heroin addict, he's now an ordained Anglican vicar and a Methodist pioneer minister in Derby, helping the most marginalised, offering support and through care, running a social enterprise, mentoring ex-offenders and recovering addicts, because he too knows from experience that people change. Another friend of mine, Adam, is at the early stage of his journey. 3 years clean and sober, an active volunteer determined to make restitution for his wrongs. He's learning the art of coffee roasting with me and on track to study social care. One of his ambitions is to get a job and to simply pay tax, alongside helping others on the rehabilitation road. He too knows very well that people change. Paul from Damascus in Turkey had been complicit in the harsh persecution of Christians in first century Damascus. His life was transformed because of a powerful encounter with the risen Jesus Christ. He wrote these words to his young protege, Timothy. We find them in the Bible. Here is a trustworthy saying that deserves full acceptance. Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of whom I am the worst. In communities all across our country, we are losing far too many of our loved and dear ones to criminality, to substance misuse, and sadly, too quickly, the grave. Paul of Tarsus shares some good news with us. Jesus Christ came to save the worst. May I encourage us all and everyone in our country to keep working for a better country, and may we never lose hope that people change. Thank you very much.